Okey, kita sambung dekat departmentalization. So I'll show you the slide again, departmentalization. So under departmentalization, this is the where task has been defined. So they must be arranged in order to accomplish organizational goals. So this is a process of departmentalize. So dalam departmentalize, we group the jobs. There are 5 ways to departmentalize. The first one adalah kita based on functional, right? The functional departmentalized group based on the functions performed. So you can refer to figure 4.3a ataupun boleh tengok kat sini, dia ni sikit lah, jelas sikit. Alright, so basically we have for the functional kita ada engineering, accounting, manufacturing, human resource, and purchasing. So we group into this functional. So there might be tend to mix people with the common skills, knowledge, and orientation. So dalam department tu, kalau katakan dalam marketing, so all marketers will work together, will be coordinated with the specialization. But then dari segi apa kata disadvantage adalah poor communication across functional areas, and then limited view of organizational goals. And then satu lagi, it might be kurang sesuai kalau kita lihat if company tu dia memerlukan kepada kerja yang kata break the wall, dan dia tak nak ada sempadan antara department, sebab dia nak cross work, so dia nak orang ni kerja cooperating antara department. But then yang this functional departmentalization is very common and still widely used dalam banyak company sekarang ni pun. Then the second one is, kita lihat kat sini adalah geographical departmentalized. So this one kalau kita lihat group jobs according to geographic region. So basically this one is for this structure based for apa ni MNC company, multinational company, where they have several branches around the world. So it might be they have a western region, southern region, mid-western region, or eastern region. So this department is more effective and efficient for if we have what we call it apa kita panggil ni, apa tadi, dari segi chain of command. Chain of command dia tidak centralized, ataupun kita panggil decentralized span of controls. So kalau bawah pada region ni, maksudnya kalau let's say Japanese company, they might have region di Asia Pacific. So semua keputusan boleh dibuat oleh Asia Pacific. Nanti kita pergi kepada ni lah dari segi chain of command. Okay, yang seterusnya adalah product departmentalization. So this structure based on group jobs based on product line. Mungkin let's say kat sini contohnya Bombardier Limited company. So they have categorized dia punya department based on product mass transit, recreational, rail product, rail diesel. Kalau di Malaysia mungkin kita boleh lihat, yang biasa saya tengok adalah Panasonic. Panasonic, they have several we call it branches yang handle for certain types of, let's say for certain types of products. Kalau macam company macam Panasonic tadi di Shah Alam dia untuk apa television masa kalau macam Sharp Sharp di section di Jalan Templar dekat Petaling Jaya yang tu untuk production washing machine sahaja dia keluarkan so they categorize they departmentalize dia punya company based on product right. So dalam ni dia ada beberapa disadvantage and advantage dia lah. Okay. Advantage dia tend to allow specialization in particular products. Of course, kalau orang kerja tu dia buat kerja dia keluar dia work on washing machine je. Every day washing machine. So and then they can kata terms of they can mix, they can kata accumulate all tasks inventory ataupun supplies ataupun all the material semuanya berkaitan pada satu produk saja. They don't have to mix everything. They can kata save the cost in terms of space, in terms of management dan lain-lain lagi. And then they tend to be very specialized to customers. So kalau kita nak ada apa-apa report ke apa, kalau washing machine then we strictly refer to Sharp di Jalan Templar. And then the duplication of functions, but then limited view of organisation and group supports. They only focus on satu produk sahaja. Okay. Alright. Then we have another one adalah the process departmentalization. So this one group jobs on the basis products or customer flow. Let's say for this one they have plant superintendent. So they have divided the tasks, the department based on tugas, based on the process. Solving department, planning and mailing, assembling, acquiring and sending, finishing, and then the inspection. So yang ni kalau you have, if I can recall any examples, let's say for example, if I'm not mistaken, yang kilang kelapa sawit, so kita dapat lihat lah dia based on the process. So this one they tend to be more yang ni pun dia lebih kepada efficient flow of work activities lah. But then not the organisation can use this type because dia fokus, kalau syarikat tu dia memfokus kepada kata specific task tu dia perlu kepada task yang besar untuk dia organize, macam solving, macam contoh yang solving, planning. But then ada setengah syarikat tu dia tak boleh nak separate. Macam contoh kita buat kereta, so we cannot separate buat kereta tu macam satu kilang ke satu kilang, right? So it should be complete in one assembly round. Kata daripada pasang kereta body and then they pass to the next station, pasang pintu, then they pass to the next station, pasang tayar. So they cannot split, pasang tayar di kilang lain. But then they can split based on product. Produk boleh. Let's say kalau di Pekan katakan, di Pekan sekarang ni dia ada buat pemasangan untuk X70, right? If I'm not mistaken. Dulu GTI, sekarang ni dah tukar pada X70. Okay? And then kalau kita lihat for a certain kereta import, because they want to get advantages on kata low market for low fees for labor. Let's say macam di Malaysia we have Honda has opened dia punya kilang di Alor Gajah, di Alor Gajah untuk pemasangan for certain model sahaja. Macam di Kulim kita ada pasang Mazda pun ada, Mazda untuk CX-5, CX-5 dia pasang di situ. So based on the product. But then for the process memang tak boleh di split untuk pemasangan kereta ni. Alright, then what's next we have? So untuk kita lihat the popular trends in departmentalization, sekarang ni kita ada dua, cross-functional teams dan juga customer departmentalization. So these two types of organization structure tend to become famous, sebab dari segi they want to kalau dalam cross-functional, for example, a work team composed of individuals from various functional specialties. This has become more popular as it has become more complex. I'll give you one example. Let's say if you familiar with Hallmark, you know Hallmark yang design greeting cards, agak mahal lah for the special greeting cards. Even though now kita dah tak guna kad yang print out, right? Memory lane, tahu tak? Cuba view dekat cuba Google, Hallmark, and so they need to have such kind of a mixed group of teams, a mixed groups of kata specialized team, comprises of orang ni daripada design, orang ni daripada so they mix from various functional areas to work as a team. So that this is what they call as a cross-functional teams. And by right, I have googled out dia punya workspace dia. They do not have such kind of separate wall between functions. And they have an open space of work areas whereby their workers can gimari go anywhere they want to go to visit ataupun to mix with. So they want to enhance, they want to encourage in terms of because they want to have such a mixed idea of designing their card. Dia tak nak split. Tapi ini betul jugalah kalau kita lihat when we design some product, a new product, let's say, so it should have cross-functional teams in order to design one product. They should have it's not orang kata hanya design oleh operations sahaja. But they do not know whether this product is workable, feasible, is marketable or not. So they do have to have a team from marketing people, from the accounting people, from the HR people, because they want to know sama ada do they have enough manpower, do they have enough budget, don't this product have a good market or not. That's why they need to have these cross-functional teams. That's why this this department become more feasible dalam zaman sekarang, because they need to be very competitive, they need to be very responsive towards market demands. Okay. Then the next one is customer departmentalization. This is emphasized on monitoring and responding to customers' needs. This is quite famous juga in terms of they might want to compose of individuals from various functional to monitor customers' needs and respond to changes in the needs of customers. By right, in a certain company, they invite, they also invite their selected customers to become part of their teams, to provide, to menyumbang, to contribute ideas, especially towards the crafted a new design ataupun new product. For example, I want to show to you. Let me show to you apa ni, IKEA. Saya nak tunjuk satu, saya simpan email ni. This is quite interesting. Normal. Saya dah delete dah tadi semua. Ada tak kat sini? Do I have it? Rishwood, semua Rishwood ni. How I'm going to search for it? IKEA, let's say. Oops. IKEA. This one. See? IKEA Family. So I am the members of IKEA Family card. They ada card there. So this one they have email calling all youngest designers. Yeah? Come join our drawing competition in order to design for a new toy, a cuddly soft toy. So they invite all kata kanak-kanak ni untuk join this competition. Then they might want to choose the winner, and the design will be used to as kata a new design for their cuddling toy, soft toy. So this is yang kita panggil crowdsourcing, where they incorporate customer dalam apa ni menyumbang to contribute ideas dalam pengurusan dalam developing new products. Right. So same goes to other company, for example macam Amo apa dia, syarikat yang keluarkan pakaian sukan tu. Sebenarnya Amo macam tu lah. Itu pun sama juga. They held a competition and they invite all the contestants to provide new ideas on what the latest customers demand for sports products. Let's say baju, sukan ke apa yang kita nak. So they make a crowdsourcing dia, so dia akan bagi award for those yang menang. So this is very interesting. And they held a meeting among customers, and they can freely to give any ideas, and they have such kind of forum. And then automatically they can monitor and respond towards the customers' needs. Secara update, they can update their database in terms of customer needs. Alright. Then we go to the chain of command. Chain of command, this is the line of authority extending from upper organizational level to the lowest levels, which clarifies. So if you look at the, let's say for the figure 4.3a, and then with through the organizational charts, then we know that who's going to be our boss, what will be the line of the flow of communication dalam sesebuah syarikat tu. And then we know who's the lowest level, which one is the upper level, then the top level. So all the reports should be systematically arranged. Kita tahu level kita di mana, then we know how's the flows going on. Alright. So the same goes to you. Then you know how to. Let's say dalam kelas, if you don't have anything to report to, ni tak ni masalah ni. If anything you want to report to, you don't kata agree with some ataupun tak berpuas hati, tu pergi straightly pada NC, hantar message. Ni tak betul lah kan. So you disregard all the levels of communication. Sepatutnya pergi kepada lecturer, then mungkin pergi kepada KPP dulu, pergi kepada dekan dulu, and then baru pergi kepada NC. Alright. Okay, then authority, this is the line of authority extending from upper organizational level to the which clarifies through report to whom, sama jugalah, kuasa, staff authority. So we cannot go against our authority, our responsibilities, our job specifications. Jangan buat kerja orang. Dalam syarikat, we do need to have to know what's your scope, what's your power, what's your line of authority. Cannot go against. Itu akan jadi isu nanti. Okay. Responsibility pun sama. And then begitu juga dengan unity of command. Okay. Alright, then the span of control. The next one is the span of control, which is how large is our subordinates. How large is our subordinates yang kita uruskan. Basically, the lesser the number of our responsibilities towards the employee, it could be more efficiently and effectively managed. Okay? But now it might be true for a certain types of organization. But what actually determines the ideal span of control, it depends on the characteristics of work to be done, the similarity and the complexity, the physical proximity and then the degree to the standards procedures. Ini adalah faktor-faktor yang akan mempengaruhi the ideal span of control. So it depends on kalau you lihat di dalam page kat sini, dia bergantung kepada perkara-perkara ni. Let's say for example, we can group the same similarity and similarity words, similarity jobs, and then you boleh kumpulkan pekerja-pekerja di bawah satu function, and then kita boleh control them. How large they are, dia tak bergantung pada how large the number of employees, but how many similarity of jobs yang kita ni. But then if the complexity of jobs might be kalau katakan lebih kepada operational, then we need to have smaller size of employees to get control over it. So kalau besar tu mungkin akan jadi sukar lah. Let's say dalam sebuah kilang, mungkin kita tak boleh lah sampai 2 kilang kita monitor. Mungkin 1 kilang ada 1 supervisor, ataupun ada 1 untuk function kita ada 1 manager, right? Okay. And then next adalah centralization and decentralization. Last one, okay. Centralized the decision making, concentrated at upper levels, and decentralized individually decisions. Ini yang saya katakan macam Apple tadi. So kalau dia mempraktikkan for decentralization decision making, then all decision making will come strictly from the HQ. So kita yang dekat mana-mana negara ni, macam di China, di other functions, we need to follow all the instructions from the HQ. But then if we decentralize, with decentralization, then for every branches, they may do their own decision in terms of ambil pekerja, in terms of recruiting orang pekerja, ataupun creating the job, ataupun control over their budget and so on. Itu kita panggil centralized and juga decentralized. So this is the examples, what will be suitable for centralized and the decentralized. Yang ni boleh baca sendiri lah ya. Alright. Formalization. I think I need to stop, then I will continue selebihnya. Okay then, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Sambung lagi mana sikit.
Kau sebentar. Sebelah, jom. Balik.